Ramble ASMR. Welcome back, my friend. I hope you have been doing really well this holiday season. Yeah, I really wanted to make this video because I actually thought it would be a video that I would really want to see on YouTube. So, yeah, I thought it'd be really kind of cool to talk about what it's been like being 26 in the year 2023. So I'm going to try and kind of make it more based off of like my age demographic. So I'll cut out some basic like Nick stuff, me, but I thought it'd be really cool because whether you're 26 right now, if you are, it might be cool to see like, oh, like, am I hitting it off? Like, am I describing what our generation, what it's like to be 26 actually feels like? Let me know in the comments. But also, I thought it'd be cool, if you're older or younger than me, to kind of see what similarities, what differences we might be experiencing in our age groups. So, let's go through it. I think a thing that has been really different from 26 via 25 is health insurance. As you get older, like, I don't know, so when you're 25, you get to rent a car. 25, it hits you kind of hard because you realize you're like a quarter old. So you're starting to get, you're in the mid of your 20s. When you're 26, I felt, I'm like, damn, okay, we're really in it. Getting health insurance is the last thing I think on your age docket. You know how you have some things where, like when you're 21, you can drink. When you are 16 or 17, you can drive. All those things. 26 is the last one for health insurance. So you kind of get a flux of, at least I felt for this year when I was 26, I kind of got a harsh reality of like, oh, I need to take care of my body. I need to set up my own, doctor care visits, dentist visits. Really, like, what does it mean to be a human and take care of yourself? Especially in America, we don't have free healthcare, so we also, have to pay. Learning, like, how do you, set aside money for that, and what is the whole process? For me, I was on, there's like California, there's like a public market place that you can look it up, and you can figure out, this is going to be very geeky, but what section of coverage you would want. It's like silver, bronze, or gold. My mom, this is not expert advice, but my mom used to work in healthcare, and so she always says a lot of people always do gold because they're afraid that, they by choosing gold, by spending a lot of money, it's going to make you safer. But she made a good point. She said you will only use gold if you really have medical problems. For instance, if you need a lot of prescriptions, if you know you're going to be going to the hospital a lot, get a gold plan. But other than that, most people only need a silver or a bronze. You really don't need to be chunking down a lot every month for healthcare. But take that as you will. So doing that, something also that the main thing that's happened in 26 versus 25 years of age is marriage. All my friends have basically gotten married this year, which is very freaking wild. And by all my friends, I mean most of my really old close friends. My best friend proposed to his girlfriend, who's also my other best friend, and they tied the knot. They're international, so like there's this whole green card thing where I don't know if you have any people in your life, but it's a green card thing. So they basically get married as fast as possible, so that then they can start the paperwork to get a green card for their spouse to live in the U.S. And then they usually do like the actual ceremony of what you would officially think of a wedding. Basically, like in a couple years, so that those people will have that wedding. I think not this spring, but next spring, which will be really exciting because your boy is gonna be best man adjacent. His best man is his brother, which makes sense. But then I'm gonna help with all the bachelor party planning. He wants to go to either Vegas or Miami. We are gonna get lit. So yeah. Also 26. It's kind of with marriage too. Is yeah, it's mostly that. And you really feel it hard this year. I have, at least. Let me know if you're 26 or whatever age you are, if it gets more intense. But this is the year where either everyone I talk to is about to propose, people are about to break up with their lover because their person, because they don't think they're a match. People are thinking, I was thinking this, like, oh, we're gonna end up alone. Like, if I'm not dating anyone right now, I'm gonna be single forever. Very extremes. I think it's very much the extremes for this age group because we've never felt this before, and you kind of know this is gonna hit you when you're like 26 or 27 or wherever you are. Might be earlier, but for me, in my 26 year and all my friends, like, I've been talking to them about it. It's real. It is so real. It's people date to marry now. They don't date for anything else. So because of that, that's kind of like the zeitgeist in the air, the commonality idea. So because of that, people are second guessing their relationships, and it's a little bit stressful. Now, some good things about 26. Well, yeah, these are all kind of negative. They're not negative things. That's how you view it. I'm just giving you the lowdown of like 26. There has to be some good things. I mean, 26 is you are financially, like, you are fully independent. So with the health coverage, you know, I mean, these all have both sides, right? You know, it's like, it's like, yeah, you have to pay for healthcare, but now you are fully independent. You know, you're fully independent, which is very, very exciting for most people. You have full control of your life now. There's nothing you're waiting for. Nothing that, you know, you're nervous about. 25, you're like still nervous about health coverage and all this, but once you figure it out, it's easy. It's so easy. And it does make you feel more independent. And I guess the positive pro of like everyone dating to get married is like you're not gonna date assholes. I guess people are, you know, people are are actually wanting genuine connections. That's kind of what the year 26 is about. Something I've also realized at 26 is my body is starting to get older, which is sad, but for instance, I'm, and a lot of people feel this too, I'm currently trying to run a marathon. By try, I mean like I'm training, and in the year 26, you finally realize kind of what aging's like, where you know, when you're younger, you can kind of like run and do whatever you want. You don't second guess it. Well, your brain in 26 is the same. I have the encouragement and the love, and I want to run, and I know I can like have the mental willpower to go long distances, but my body won't be in sync with my mind all the time. And when I say that is my body will start to hurt, and now I'm realizing, okay, you know, my mind is not going to be like, you know, Nick, cut it off, you know, Nick, stop running. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm tired now, so your body's tired too. It's more like, hey, be aware your body's aching. Okay, even though you want to keep going, you need to stop. And we haven't learned that at 26. Not most of us, because I was even talking to my sister too, and what we are realizing, you know, if we don't do it now, we get injured. So that is how we get injured, our bodies. It's because we want to keep going, and we're like, oh yeah, my leg hurts, but if my mind wants me to keep going, I can keep going, I'll be fine. Well, that ain't true anymore. That ain't true anymore. So, yeah. And my sister got injured, I got injured. So figuring out that whole process is 20 or 26. Yes. The year 26 also, for a lot of us, it's figuring out our foundations in how to live life. So I felt this, and I think a lot of people at 26 feel this. You've lived life out of college for a good amount. If you've been in college, I'm doing a very, general overview. Life is very different for everyone, obviously. But if you go to college, you get out when you're 22. 26 is kind of the year where you have lived a full another school cycle of like what adulting is. So 4 years. And so a lot of us have this big urge to switch things up. We have a big urge at 26 to basically be like, where am I? What am I doing? Is this forever? How do I switch my job? How do I find love? It feels like it's your quarter life crisis that you kind of feel at 25. You also carry that into 26. Unfortunately, it's not like the best thing, but I think it's best because like it makes you think a lot, right? I saw a quote recently where it's like what does that mean? Sorry. I saw a quote recently where it said, you need to go through the dark, have faith that you're going through the darkness, that you'll reach the light. And not that 26 is necessarily a bad year. It is not. My sister, I have a twin sister who's 26, and I have friends who are 26. They have had maybe the best year of their lives. It's a pinnacle where you're choosing things. You're choosing, hey, I'm gonna go for relationships because that's what I really want. Hey, I'm gonna go for my career because that's really what I want. You need to make a choice in 26, and indifference kind of can bring on suffering a little bit. Personally, for me, my 26th year, if you can't really tell the subtleties, has been kind of one of the hardest years so far for me, living-wise. It's because, like I said, you see everyone trying to get married. My body's getting older. I'm starting to question like everything I'm doing. I even went to my parents the other day and I was like, hey, like, am I supposed to be doing something different? Like, am I no longer making the smart decision? And they didn't really have an answer. I kind of think you kind of realize, this is the scary thing, and I think at 26 you realize this life is uncomfortable, and how you kind of feel like you never really know what you're doing. Well, I think that's what it's gonna feel like for the rest of your life, unless you choose it to not to be. And so that's where comfortability sets in. But like usually you're never gonna be fully positive on what you're doing. So anything else with 26? So I'm just kind of trying to go through the year. We have marriage, we have career. You see yourself getting older in the mirror, that's normal. 26, I think those are the things of like what it feels like to be 26. Well, what does it feel like to be 26 in 2023 too? So like after COVID and everything, I think this is a very universal thing. We felt like if you're 26 in 2023, you felt like you lost your 22nd year, being 22 and being 23. You lost that time of your life, and so, like, not really, you know what I mean, but like you lost it in the fact that you didn't get to explore making friends, grounding yourself. So we kind of lost what it feels like to make new friends and everything. I think now we're in it. So, but that was difficult. But yeah, that's kind of what it's like being 26 at this age. I would love to know if you are a video person, like on YouTube, or if you, well, two things. If you're a YouTuber, ASMR or whatnot, do a video of this with your age. What have people like? And I think it's cool because you can talk about your experience, but you can also talk about everyone that's your age in your life. Like, what are the commonalities? Like, I just did with you. I have a lot more personal things that happen, but those were kind of the overlying like topics we talked about that, you know, would ground us in our age. But more importantly too, if you don't have YouTube, if you want to like write down below, what are the things you talk about with your friends that are your age? What are the commonalities that you know your age group has? And obviously there's no right or wrong answers. People are living their lives. I think when you get older it feels maybe a little bit more different, but it'd be really cool to hear from you guys. And yeah, that is everything for this video. If you're 26 too, let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed. But I think that's pretty much it. Have a wonderful night. And yeah, I will see you hopefully in my next video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.